Welcome to the Dark Nook Monster Shop. I noticed that everybody was making robots for a big bot bash kit bash thing, and I figured it's been a while since I made a kit bashing video or a trash bashing video. So I'm going to build a junkyard battle bot, but from actual junk and trash. My shop trash. Bottle tops, a smoothie cup, straws, some toothpicks, kebab skewers, some pudding cups, cardboard tubes. I think the only thing here that's actually from a kit is this empty sprue tree. The only things I added that aren't trash is a piece of duct tape, the paint, and some hot glue. I start off with just a general idea of a junkyard tank, or a mech, or a bot, or a robot mech tank. I don't know, maybe just a Mega Chad R2-D2. Now here is the only duct tape that I use in this entire project, just to make a little base to glue this top dome part to. I just kind of let the materials dictate the flow at this point. I know I want this cup top to be the dome of a tank, so it's going to need a ridiculous main cannon, like cartoonishly big. Like if it were any bigger, it would fall over forward. I would talk you through the steps of what I'm doing, but I think it's pretty obvious, and honestly, how many ways can I say that I'm hot gluing trash together? But if you're enjoying this trashy build video and would like to see more content like this, hit that like button and maybe subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below. So I just went with big chonky boy legs. I cut one pudding cup in half and then filled the inside curve with some plastic from the smoothie cup. Then I glued the top part to the legs. Next, I cut up that empty sprue because, let me tell you, nothing says I'm a robot and I'm made out of robot parts like metal tubes bending in random directions. Could be conduit, could be superstructure, but it looks important, and that's what's important. I use a mouthwash cap to make an arm, but these arms are just going to be platforms for weapons, so arms. I glue some bits of straw to make barrels to the arms. Then I cut up bits of the packaging from those test tubes I used in my last video. I think that'll work for the housing of the arms cannons. At this point, it's really just about finding shapes that look boxy or blocky, and things that'll add a more manufactured look. I cut the kebab skewers down and file the ends flat to make more barrels. Then I add some more straw barrels. And I decide to do a goofy looking janky chain of shells for this one. And when hot gluing trash together, it's a good idea to add in random bits of reinforcing structure just to hold things together. I cut apart the toothpicks to make the shells for this weird ammo chain. Then I glue the little bits to a strip of plastic that I cut off the cup. Then what the hell, how about another barrel? I cut apart this plastic from the packaging of a cleaning product and use that to build the chunky clunky housing of the other blaster arms. Then I use some yarn as some hydraulic hose or maybe heavy electrical cable. Robots have wires and cables and hoses. They attach to the bendy metal pipes. Everybody knows that. And hey, here's a fun fact. In a trash build, when there's holes, you can just patch them with more bits of trash. I trimmed down another one of those cleaning pod packages to make the turret and to cover up the hole in the top of the dome. I used some random bits of kebab and toothpicks and cotton swabs to make an antenna, kind of sensor array, communications pod, a little cluster of important looking robot stuff. I also add in a little more support for that janky arm. Then it's time for the first base coat of black and Mod Podge. It doesn't want to stick very well, so some areas take a few passes. Then I use this bottle top to add some texture and change up the shape. Make it a little more interesting. This is the top of a sports drink bottle. I'll use it and some cardboard tube and this other cap to make a giant energy weapon for the main cannon. Like I said, I want it way oversized. I originally went with this design with a barrel inside of a barrel inside of a barrel, but I ended up removing the last one eventually. I'm particularly proud of this next part. I just took some plastic soda bottle tops and a little bit of paper towel tube, some hot glue, and boom, tank treads. How about that? Trash tank treads. Trash treads. So now he's got chunky boy legs, but he's also got robot Heelys. Now, I have to add some extra stability to the feet because the main cannon is too cartoonishly large and it's tipping over forward. Mission accomplished, everybody. We did it. I also add some extra bits and pieces here and there, little greeblies. I cut apart the little foam freshness liner from one of the big caps to make panels. If there's one thing I know about robots, they have bendy metal tubes, and there's hoses and cables attached to those bendy metal tubes, and all of that is covered up by panels. Lots of panels. So I also cut up some cardboard tube for panels. The idea I have is this guy is junk. He's been patched up over and over and over and over again with just whatever wrecked mech junk is lying around. So he's covered with welded patches and scavenged armor plates. So I glue on the plates, and I shape and twist some of the cardboard to look like shredded metal battle damage. And this phase is a great time to hide your crimes. If you've got anything you want to cover up because you don't think it looks very good, just put a welded plate over the top of it. Also use this to build up any surface detail in an area where things are just too smooth and there's nothing happening. You want it to look a little more busy and mechanical. Just add some panels. I want to break up any surface that's too smooth and has nothing going on. Once I'm happy with these panels, I make him some feet and toes. Domo arigato, Mr. Robot Toe. Then I glue on some more supports and a few more bits. Then it's time for the second base coat of black and Mod Podge. This one sticks much better. Once dry, I add a full coat of some steel metallic to some of the parts and panels. Then I dry brush the same color over most of the rest of the surface, and it's at this point that I pull out that innermost barrel of the main cannon. Decided I just didn't like the look of it. Then I paint the cable red and start gluing on the last panels, making sure some strategically placed blast damage shows those bendy metal tubes and hoses. I glue on the last few panels, and then I start the final phase of painting. I airbrush steel metallic over most of the panels. Then I paint some of them green and some blue to contrast with the metallic base structure. I also make a little Dark Nook flag. Then I go around the edges of all the panels with yellow metallic color to kind of mimic corrosion and wear. I use bronze to add some highlights to the main cannon and to paint some treads onto the tank treads. Then it's black for the burns and sludge and smudge and oil stains. I do a black wash and then a heavier black paint into the cracks and crevices. Then I do a final pass with a silver metallic just to hit the edges. And last but not least, I glue on the flag, and Junkyard Bot is all done. On to the beauty shots. Like always, thanks for checking out my video. Here's another video you might like, or subscribe to my channel for more creepy creatures and crafty creations.